about anything about the Adam and Eve stuff.
Saying that there were two people here and that everybody came from those two people. Because remember before, it was they just said Adam, and then like, oh, he was lonely, so he gave his rib to create woman. I'm like, wait a second. So, how do we create life again? When anybody wants to have a baby, I don't see women coming to me saying, "Hey, I need a rib. We're gonna have a kid." Sounds pretty foolish, don't it? It's like it's the same way. It's just these stories that they create. It's just like they wanted to make it so that it was a hierarchy that man was at the top, and then they just they'd have their boot on the woman. It's like, no, you just you're like submissive. It's like that's the whole problem with this, is that they never wanted to put women as an equal, but yet
Right.
I remember during the whole Treaty of Verona, the secret treaty, and that's when the Senate and all that came out, and it was in the 1905 or something like that, that the senator come out and he's like, look, we got a problem with this. We want to have some women here because there are some really smart women out there, and we think that they should have a voice in this. Oh boy, did he catch hell. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And just, they were so just hell-bent on not having us reproduce because they wanted to curb it all from the get-go. Because remember, if that's when we have to look at, well, the whole Jesus deal, that he was already here. They already had the 1,000 years of peace, and then they had another reset, the whole great flood, the mud floods. Because why else in the late 1800s did they have all these orphans? It's like, where are the parents? Where do they get these kids from? And you notice that they only talk about the Western Hemisphere. That's it. That's all. They never talk about the East. If they talk about the East, they talk about the Far East. How far is the Far East? Because how big is the Earth really? This flat plane. See, they put it on a ball, right. So it's like, that's all you know. That's it. But there's a lot more land out there than we realize. There's a lot more entities here as well. It's just we've been lied to from the get-go from that, because if it was like the whole flat Earth map, and then you have people that saying, oh, see, they're falling off the edge. It's like, that's about the dumbest thing you can ever say, because wouldn't you need, like when they say that, well, you're in sync, you're in sync with everything. Well, think of an ice wall and think of a sink, like a kitchen sink or bathroom sink. You're in sync. You're in a sink. You're in a basin with water, because the water just wouldn't pour out. I mean, saying that these people, when they talk about like the water flowing over on a flat Earth, it's like, these people are so stupid by saying, oh, yeah, see, this is what they believe. It's like, you're dumb enough to think that water just can suspend itself upside down and stay on a spinning ball. Who's the real idiot? Look at them. It's like, but then they'll be quick to throw up their Bible and say, oh, it's like, well, you need to read that. It's in there.
Yeah.
And they say when they say about the flat Earth considered vast as a space, it's like the space that you're in now. Not outer space or the space, your space right here. How far does it go? It's infinite. So how big is this plane that we're on? We have no idea. They do. We don't. They won't tell us.
Right.
We're gonna find out.
We'll find out.
So it's
right.
gonna be a beautiful thing.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking my call.
Very much so.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you guys. Thank you. Love you guys. I hope you have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now I'm going up here. Area code.
Did I answer a question, or did I just go off on a tirade on flat Earth?
Well, she was talking about Adam and Eve, and
yeah, okay, yeah, the whole rib thing.
Yeah.
Because we do have a story about the Adam and Eve, and it was scrubbed by the CIA. That's where we got the flat Earth map. Not so much a flat Earth map, but the where they have the layers, like the cutaway of the Earth that they give you in science class. And you have like the core, the mantle, and they have the walls. And it's like, why the CIA scrub that? It's like, because it's a plan view. When they say trust a plan, it's a plan view that they gave us. You're looking down on a three-dimensional plane, but you're looking at it from above. Right. So the walls and wheels, said 1,000, it's all been 1,000 years. It's like, Trump was talking about that. They already had the 1,000 years of peace. There, the walls and wheels. It's already been here. There's the second coming.
Something I found last night, I sent it to Jay. I don't know if he's had a chance to look at it. There is a video on Rumble by a Mr. Dex, D-E-X. He gets into some great information about the Earth itself has its own, you know how we talked about like the different foods that help the different parts of the body, like the walnut and, yes. Carrots, and what they kind of look like is also the part of the body that it helps. Well, Mr. Dex is talking about in this video how there are certain mountain and different formations on both the coasts of Alaska and of like up the Argentina, South American border. And in these, on the Google Maps, he has found these different kinds of things that look like different pieces of the body. And not thinking that Mother Earth and us are in tune with each other and help each other is a very bad place to be in, thinking that those don't two correlate. I'm just saying. So if you want to go on Rumble, I'll see if I can post it somewhere, or I'll share a link or something like that. It's a great video, and I couldn't believe it when I watched it that only like 3,000 people had watched it, because I was just in shock because of how great it was. And, definitely a truther. It definitely resonated, and it definitely is a person not of the United States. So, great video. Go find it on Rumble. Mr. Dex, D-E-X. Okay, let's take another caller. We've got time, so let's do area code.